Germany is one of the most powerful countries in the world, both economically and militarily. But how did it get that way? Well, here's a very quick history of Germany from the end of World War II to the present day. After losing World War II, Germany was split into 4 occupation zones controlled by the victorious Allies: France, Britain, the Soviet Union, and the United States. In 1949, the Federal Republic of Germany, or West Germany, was founded with the support of the US and its allies. Meanwhile, the Democratic Republic of Germany, or East Germany, was established in the Soviet zone of occupation. This was officially a communist state, while West Germany was a capitalist state. The 2 German states were then rejoined in 1990 after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Warsaw Pact. But let's go back to 1945. After the war, Germany had to rebuild itself from scratch. With most of its infrastructure destroyed, the country was in ruins. However, the Marshall Plan, an initiative launched by the US, provided much-needed financial aid to rebuild the German economy. This, along with the introduction of the Deutschmark as a currency, helped West Germany achieve an economic miracle. By the late 1950s, West Germany had not only recovered but was growing rapidly. In 1955, West Germany was readmitted to the family of nations at the Paris Accords and joined NATO in 1957. Tensions grew between East and West Germany. In 1961, the construction of the Berlin Wall began, which was designed to prevent the mass exodus of East Germans to the West. That same year, the government of West Germany passed a law that allowed for the quick deployment of its military, the Bundeswehr, in case of an emergency. Despite this, the country was still not officially at war with its communist neighbor to the east. Technically, they were still allies. However, in 1972, Willy Brandt, the Chancellor of West Germany, initiated Ostpolitik, a policy of rapprochement with East Germany and other communist states in Eastern Europe. He argued that improved relations with the East would help prevent war. And somewhat paradoxically, his policy advisor was a former East German spy named Guillaume Grandet. By the 1980s, the 2 German states had re-established diplomatic relations and were even working together on a project to improve the lives of ordinary people on both sides. But there was still a major obstacle to peace. Namely the fact that millions of Germans were still divided along an ideological and physical barrier. Then, in 1989, the government of East Germany began to introduce limited reforms to improve the economy. But as is often the case when dealing with totalitarian governments, things didn't go according to plan. In fact, the reforms caused massive shortages of basic goods. People took to the streets to protest. Soon, the entire country was in turmoil. On November, the border was opened and people from both East and West Germany were allowed to cross over. 4 days later, the wall was breached, and Germans from both sides began to tear down the hated symbol of communism, brick by brick. It was the end of the Cold War and the beginning of a new era for Germany. And just like that, the 2 German states were reunited. A constitution was drafted, and on October 3, 1990, German reunification was complete. Since then, Germany has become one of the most successful countries in the world. Its economy is the 4th largest in the world by nominal GDP, and the largest in Europe. Germany also has the largest economy in Europe, and is a leader in renewable energy, healthcare and technology. Chancellor Angela Merkel served from 2005 to 2021 and is widely respected around the world. However, in recent years, the country has faced some challenges such as the influx of refugees from the Middle East and elsewhere, as well as the COVID-19 pandemic. Nevertheless, Germany remains an important player on the world stage, and its influence is likely to grow in the years to come. So that is a very quick history of Germany from the end of World War II to the present day. If you want to learn more about the country's long and storied past, be sure to check out our podcast. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.